We always anticipated that as Cardano matures and develops, that we'd see a wave of innovation, platforms, and technologies emerge. And it finally seems like it's coming to fruition. And we are still so early. And yet another exciting partnership was recently announced between Charli3, a native Cardano oracle, and Cardwallet, a fast emerging multi-chain DEX and non-custodial wallet. So what is an oracle in the world of crypto? How is it used to enrich smart contracts? And what does this partnership mean for Cardwallet and the rest of Cardano? Stick around and find out. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that like and subscribe button on the way in. It really means a lot to me. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Charli3. Yup, that's Charli3 with a 3. They're an innovative startup bringing the first native Oracle data streams to the Cardano ecosystem. We'll also explore their partnership with Cardwallet and how these two projects can potentially redefine both adoption and use of Cardano in the future. This is an exciting one, guys, so if you're ready, let's dive right in. So what exactly is an oracle? Essentially, oracles are data feeds that connect blockchains to trusted off-chain, real-world information so that you can query data in your smart contracts. As smart contracts become increasingly more complex, their parameters will rely more and more on real-time off-chain data to execute correctly. Data streams will be available to be pulled via API, hashed on-chain, and then made available to other protocols, platforms, and dApps as needed. Now, what kind of data can an oracle provide? The type of data that an oracle can provide is virtually limitless. Everything from crypto market prices to exchange liquidity levels to football scores. All of this will be possible via a verified oracle reporting live data streams into your dApp of choice. In their white paper, Charli3 specifies exactly what data will be provided in the early stage of development. They say the data sources for the Charli3 platform will include primary sources weighted over secondary sources and other oracle providers. Primary sources will include decentralized and centralized exchanges, reputation of CEX determined by the Charli3 community to avoid false volume transaction entities, and well-established on-chain tools. Secondary sources are provided rewards for API connection to nodes. Charli3 uses an innovative staking system to enable data evaluation from primary sources while at the same time aggregating data from secondary sources like other oracles to provide the most trusted, up-to-date information. This staking is only for node operator function and is not regular staking rewards. In the case of market manipulation or a 51% attack, Charli3's Oracle Aggregator acts as a fail-safe mechanism, a feature which is revolutionary in the crypto oracle space. What oracles are already on the market? So are oracles a new thing? Definitely not. In the crypto world, one of the most reputable oracles to date is Chainlink. While predominantly used on the Ethereum network, Chainlink is technically blockchain agnostic, meaning they don't care what blockchain you exist on. They're in the business of figuring out how to connect their data streams to you. In September's summit, Chainlink and Cardano announced a cross-chain bridge was being developed to enable this functionality within the Cardano ecosystem. Despite all of this, there is an inherent problem with Ethereum-based oracles. Data feeds with Ethereum backbones are restricted by the exhaustingly slow transaction times experienced when trying to mint a new block. Add in network congestion, exorbitant gas fees, and you have a situation where the off-chain data is way out of date by the time your transaction finally gets processed. And just remember, in Ethereum, users can pay even higher gas fees to ensure their transaction is pushed through quicker. This has led to both an unreliability in oracle data and a meteoric rise in gas fees. Charli3, on the other hand, is being developed purely for Cardano, allowing the developers to take full advantage of Cardano's superior architecture. Cardano's first native oracle will enjoy flexible and robust scaling, significantly reduced transaction fees, superior metadata, and ID verification, as well as the reduced carbon footprint we're also proud of. How does Charli3 work? Before talking in depth about Charli3, I want to note that they did inform me that they're currently working on the new updated white paper. It should be out relatively soon as we approach the launch of Plutus application backend on Cardano. In a world full of fake news, Charli3 has systems in place that regulate and evaluate the quality of information being delivered. They describe this process on their white paper. Cardano-based DeFi protocols mimicking these existing applications will utilize Charli3 to ensure off-chain Oracle services have built built-in redundancy and cross-verification. Charli3 does this by holding the data providers and node operators responsible with staked tokens. Staked tokens will be removed from inaccurate operators and transferred to accurate, redundant external and internal consensus operators. Charli3's ecosystem is powered by their utility staking and governance token with the same name. This token can be staked just like ADA, however, where it differs is in how it reaches a consensus agreement. In most blockchains where staking occurs, consensus is achieved if the block data is agreed upon by the majority of nodes. With Charli3, participating nodes have to achieve consensus off-chain using a data-based interactive protocol. The end result is a decentralized, community-governed, and audited information feed that brings a richer, more real-time experience to the Cardano ecosystem. While Charli3 is an exciting standalone project, it does not need customers, clients, or end users to really reach its potential. Over the past few months, Charli3 has begun partnering up with some big names in the emerging Cardano landscape, and it's exciting to see some of the real-world use cases that are being currently developed. Here's just one big partnership already announced. Probably their biggest partnership is with none other than Cardwallet, a cross-chain non-custodial wallet and liquidity engine. Cardwallet aims to be a one-stop shop with users able to store over 100 plus different currencies in one wallet, as well as being able to perform fee-free transfers and purchases of various cryptocurrencies and non-fungible tokens. And being Cardano native, it's also able to hold and identify Cardano-based tokens easily, something which has definitely been intermittently buggy on both Yoroi and dataless wallets. Cardwallet also has fiat on and off ramps integrated with Visa, MasterCard, and Apple Pay, meaning you can directly buy and spend ADA from your mobile device. There's also a staking mechanism and yield farming on their native CW token to provide liquidity and earn rewards for token holders. Their partnership with Charli3 is interesting for two reasons. The first is obvious. Cardwallet will need accurate and real-time Oracle data streams for its DEX and internal crypto marketplace. The second reason is even more exciting. Both firms are marching towards and specifically mention Web 3.0 in their roadmaps, the inevitable next step of the internet. Web 3.0, or the semantic web, is where an application or platform can parse giant amounts of information to make them human readable or machine processable, depending on the requirement. Think Siri or Google Assistant. Charli3 is a data feed that will allow Cardwallet to perform that function in the future. In return, Lovelace World will offer data streams from its NFT sales, as well as providing bridged assets from the Lovelink Cardano Ethereum connector. This is definitely one to watch. In the meantime, the team is currently working on the randomness feature we spoke of earlier, the node reputation list, and some KEVM onboarding. Now, they did not end up getting funded in Fund 6, but when chatting with them, here's what they told me. We have learned how to improve our proposal for free community price feeds, and we'll be back for Fund 7, along with IOHK support to match the funding to supply free feeds to community projects. We'll have to wait until next year for node staking functionality, but for now, all eyes are on the deployment onto the Cardano mainnet. And with Charli3 being in talks with IOHK to assist with Hydra functionality for transaction size, speed, and accuracy, you know things are getting exciting. So that's all the time we have for today's video about Charli3, Cardano's first native Oracle data service. Are you excited about the new wave of dApps set to launch on Cardano by the end of this year? Let me know in the comments below. I really, truly appreciate all of you cruising by today. Hit the subscribe and like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.